Last time out, Louisville Cup, Stanford under 150 hitting percentage on the match. Stanford has come out and utilized a good first ball contact. They're getting the middles involved. Both middles combined for 9 attack kills on the match. Miner spreading her offense as she does so well. That's why they're able to solidify those first 2 sets.
Outside hitter Leah Edmond is consistent offense and defensively. She lines up in front of her attacker. She takes rips high line because she gets to the apex of the volleyball. She is mentally tough, being able to carve up at the service line as well.
Well done, Tuaninga.
Tuaninga always having her presence up at the net. She's an offensive threat when she's in the front row. You have to prioritize her, especially if you're the left front blocker. That is your attacker until she sets the volleyball.
And tallest guy on the floor, and he exploits that savvy court vision.
One of the strongest rotations for the Bruins is when David is at the service line. They're able to really get on runs because he's so consistent with his serve placement. Looper does a great job of identifying in mid-air. Does she float and wait to the ball, or does she go explosive and fast to it? On that last swing, she waited half a beat for the apex of the volleyball, then swung high and through.
And what do you make of, for instance, Johnson was back in there again today, Maddox as well as a starter after both got pulled very early, and Vegas was able to win with their bench players against Omaha.
Well, I think it's just knowing your role and knowing that you're a professional and that every day is a new day. So just because you get pulled in one ball game doesn't mean that you can't turn around and start the next. You have to come back into practice, show your coach exactly why and how you earned that starting position, and just keep putting one foot in front of another. Jardine lining up in front of her attacker and pressing low into the seam. She did not want to get beat again by Hamilton. That right hand clamping back down. She stops her swing blocking approach by pivoting that right foot, jumping back into the court.
Nice. Would have liked to have closed it out a little bit more cleanly.
The Tritons were able to work their way back, but the Bruins earned 2 blocks and 5 aces in the first set, out-hit UC San Diego 407 to 300 because they were able to find 1 to 2 points more in transition.
Junior McQuiggan, what happened there?
I like Taliaferro trying to find his middle off the net. It's a really elite set to set, and he's hit it before.
And a diving effort for Mayfield wasn't quite enough, and Orlando is within 1.
Another one of those block touches, but in the favor of Orlando. The Thrill trying to get as many of those as they can because it allows the back row to then have a controlled first ball contact.
Long Beach State drops their first match this season.
And could this be a preview of the Big West Tournament Championship game? It just might be going into the pyramid, solidifying a win in 3 sets, and just playing tunnel vision volleyball is exactly what the Anteaters did to give the Beach their first loss of this season.